This time on Camp Outside, we're going to take a look at the Abu Garcia Max Z spinning reel. This is another of the great budget reels from Abu Garcia for freshwater spinning action and some light saltwater use. We're going to get into it. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Today we're doing another spinning reel review. This time we're looking at the Abu Garcia Max Z. We've been doing a whole series on Abu Garcia spinning reels, guys. I really like Abu Garcia. It is one of the reels that I bought when I started buying my own fishing gear when I was in college about 25 plus years ago. And I have to say, I really love the Abu Garcia lineup. So we've been doing reviews on a bunch of Abu Garcia reels. The Max Z is one of 3 spinning reels that are all within about $10 of each other. And this is the highest end reel in that lineup. So we did a review on the Max STX, and I'm gonna put a link right up here where you can check out this review. This is an MSRP $50 reel, right? And I really like this reel. It's got 6 ball bearings. It's pretty smooth, and oftentimes, guys, I can find this reel on sale for significantly less than $50, sometimes around the $30 to $35 range, which makes this an excellent buy. Just $5 more MSRP is the Max Pro, and we did a review on this reel, and so if you want to check that out, I'm going to put a link right up here where you can check that out. And this reel gives you an additional ball bearing, right? It gives you 7 ball bearings instead of 6. It's the same gear ratio, same line capacity, everything. A little bit smoother, a little bit nicer than the Max STX, but a little more money. For $5 more, you can get the Max Z, which has 8 ball bearings, so it's a little smoother yet, but the rest of the stuff is the same. You know, 5.8 to 1 gear ratio. It's a great smooth reel. I mean, really, really nice. I really like the Max Z, and when I bought this reel, and I don't know when this is going to go live, guys. I'm producing a lot of these videos and then releasing them over time. But when I purchased this reel was on sale for a killer price. So hopefully, if you're looking for reels, and here's the thing, guys. You can't go wrong with any of these reels. All of these reels are really, really nice budget-minded fishing reels, right? And that's, when I say budget-minded, I'm typically talking significantly less than $100, right? I mean, you can go crazy with fishing reels. You can buy fishing reels that are $500. You can buy fishing reels that are $1,000, right? But for most anglers, and especially freshwater anglers, I think that you guys can get away with fishing reels that are, significantly less than $500. If you want a truly, no compromise, spinning reel, reels in the $200 to $250 range, will give you everything that you could possibly want. And then you can go, much less expensive than that. You can do, the $180 reels, the $150 reels, the $120 reels. I still think are high performance reels. But if you want to spend significantly less than that, if you want to spend around $50 or around $60 for a reel, it's really hard to go against the Max Z from Abu Garcia. Again, very, very smooth, very, very comfortable reel. And I'll just say, Abu Garcia had a sale when I bought this, and if it's still going on, fantastic. But Abu Garcia had a sale on this, and I picked this reel up for $22. And so, man, at $22, I should have bought 6 of them. They're fantastic, and I really do like them. So just to go through the specs, because I don't think I've done that yet, on the Max Z, again, this is a size 30, which I think is the right size reel for medium and medium heavy freshwater spinning rods. It just gives me the right feel. If you're fishing monofilament on a medium heavy, and so you're going with maybe a 12 or 15 pound test monofilament line, you might want to go to a 4,000. If you're fishing braid, and guys, this is Berkley X9 Braid in the high vis yellow. This is 10 pound test. I really like it. If you're doing that, a 3,000 size reel is the right size, or 30. So it's a 5.8 to 1 gear ratio. You can reverse the handle right to left, so depending on your left-handed or right-handed retrieve, doesn't matter. The max drag is 14 pounds on the 30. It's got 8 ball bearings, and then the capacity is 180 meters of 10-pound braid. Why they put it in meters, I don't know. Just assume 180 yards about of braid if you're spooling it with 10-pound test. I do put backer on all of my reels, guys. So, and what backer is, guys, if you're new to this, if you're new to all of this stuff, it's okay. Backer is when you start off spooling the line with monofilament instead of braid. So reels hold a lot of braid. Braid is a lot thinner than monofilament line. So that when you're loading line on a reel, if you're gonna load it with just straight braid, it's going to cost you a lot more money because you're going to put a lot of braid on that reel. And so if you start off with a backer of monofilament's very cheap. It's like $5 a spool, and if you're just backing some reels, you can back, 4 or 5 reels, with 1 spool of monofilament, and then that cuts the amount of braid you have to buy in half. So I spool everything with monofilament. Now the Max Z reel comes with a braid ready spool. So what does that mean? So braid is very slippery, and when you tie monofilament or fluorocarbon around the base of a spool, it will grab the spool, and so when you're winding the line on, it doesn't slip. Because braid is slippery, it will slip on the spool, and then you won't get a tightly wound line on the spool of the reel, and that's really bad because when you go to cast it, you're going to have knots and everything else. You want to make sure your line is wound very tightly on a spinning reel. And so this reel, the Max Z, has a braid ready spool. So what they do is they put a little, the way they machine the spool, it grips the braided line. So you can tie braid right to this and spool it up if you want to. Like I said, I don't bother. I put backer on all of my reels. It just saves me money because I've got a lot of reels, and so I don't want to spend more money than I have to on fishing line, so I put backer on every reel. But like I said, you don't have to on this one. Guys, enough talk. Let's put this thing on a fishing rod and see how it does. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm going to put an affiliate link where you can get this reel down below. If you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support Kemp Outside as I get a little commission on the sale, and I greatly appreciate it if you use my links. I'll put a link to Abu Garcia as well as anywhere else I can find that you can pick one of these up. And the rod I'm putting this reel on is an Abu Garcia Vendetta spinning rod. So this is a 6.5 medium action rod, and this is one of the rods that I'm going to have full time in my cargo camper. So I decided that when I'm out camping, I want some good fishing rods dedicated for bank fishing, and so I went with a 6.5 two-piece rod because I wanted to be able to store it in the camper very easily, and so I wanted a shorter rod and I wanted a two-piece rod. And then also a lot of times when I'm bank fishing, I've got overhead trees and stuff around me, and so I wanted a shorter rod. I normally fish, if I'm fishing open water, or if I'm fishing out on the boat, I'm fishing with a 7 or 7.5 foot rod. I wanted a shorter rod, so I went with a 6.5. So I've got this thing loaded up. It's time to go hit the water. Let's go do some fishing. All right, guys, we are at the Alafia River in Riverview, Florida. Beautiful river view. I want to thank my friends Chris and Kathy for use of their dock for this test. We have an Abu Garcia Max Z reel on a Abu Garcia Vendetta two-piece 6.5 foot rod, and we have a little swim bait tied up. Don't think we're going to catch any fish today, guys, but there are jacks and other fish that swim up this river, so who knows, we might get something. But really, this is just designed to see how the reel casts and retrieves. I've got a boat behind me and an overhang you can see. So this is great for simulating bank fishing with a bunch of trees behind me. So let's give this thing a go and just see how she does. So first cast, gotta say, liked how the line came off the spool of the reel. Retrieve feels fantastic, guys. Let me get this camera turned around so you can see the rod and reel in action. Great for casting, great for retrieving. Reel feels fantastic. I feel like I'm reeling actually too fast for this swim bait. Normally I'd have my rod tip lower, but trying to get it on film here. Film, nobody uses film anymore, Kevin. Digital camera. All right, we'll do one more. All right. So as you can see, nice, smooth. Really like this reel. Well guys, there you have it on the Max Z, and I gotta say, this is a fantastic reel. It is one of my favorites. I really liked it when I was fishing with it, and it is super smooth, great for a budget reel. And when I bought this reel, guys, it was on sale, so it was a super steal. If this reel ever goes on sale when you're looking for a decent budget reel, don't hesitate to snag the Max Z. I really like it. Guys, at MSRP, it is just a couple dollars more than the Max Pro, which is just a couple dollars more than the Max STX. So I would say that any of these reels at a budget price are pretty good reels. This one is the best of the bunch, I would say. But you know, you probably would be happy with any of those three, especially if you're getting them on sale. But guys, even at regular MSRP, I think this is a pretty good reel at the price point. So it definitely favors comparably to the Shimano's in this price range. And I gotta say, I was really impressed with it. I'm excited to fish with this reel a lot more. So guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. That's why we're doing these gear reviews, guys. We don't want you to buy stuff that either doesn't suit your needs, that you don't like, or that you know that you can't use. So we're doing these reviews to help you make decisions when you're purchasing things. And guys, camping and fishing gear and hiking gear, it all costs money, and it all costs more probably than we really want to spend. But I would rather have you buy the right thing than buy the wrong thing and waste money. So that's why we're doing these gear reviews. I hope you find them helpful. If you like them, I really appreciate it if you'd give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe and that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. We have more Abu Garcia content coming, guys, as well as other fishing gear review and all types of outdoor gear review. We review camping gear, hiking gear, fishing gear, all kinds of stuff, as well as all kinds of other outdoor content. We do fishing videos, hiking videos, camping videos, campground reviews, all kinds of stuff. So if you like all that content, I hope that you'll subscribe and stay with us. We'd also love it if you'd connect with us on our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, or you can connect with us at our website at campoutside.com. If you have any questions about the Max Z or fishing in general or anything, drop some in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. I do try to read everything and answer everything. As my channel grows, I'm not able to answer everything now, guys, which is kind of a bummer, but I will do my best. If you have a question about getting your kids outside, or a question about the gear I review or something like that, I will do my best to answer. So I want to thank you guys for watching. It means the world to me. We'll see you next time.